Hello, my friends. As some of you might have seen in the post I shared on the channel, I've been sick this week. Nothing serious, luckily, just uncomfortable. Honestly, I think my body had been warning me for days that I needed to disconnect my mind. But I didn't listen until it forced me to stop. Because of that, I wasn't planning to make a video this week. But you know me, I love being here with you. So I thought maybe I could take you along with me today while we talk about something I've been thinking of. How important it is to switch off the mind so the body can actually rest. You know what's the weirdest part? This time, I didn't even realize I was getting sick. I was writing an email to a friend, telling her all about my latest adventures. In my head, I just kept thinking, finish this email, then do the next thing, and then the next. But suddenly, while I was typing, I started feeling more and more sad, more and more grumpy, and I didn't understand why. I sent the email and started crying. It took me a while to realize that what I was actually feeling was just that my body wasn't okay. And now I think, how did I get so caught up in my head that I didn't notice what was happening to me? How, even with meditation, did I manage to disconnect my mind from my soul and my body this way? How, even though I spent so much time drawing, writing, creating things I love, was I still feeling so physically drained? In my last video, I talked about slowing down and being present. And yes, that week I did slow down physically. But mentally, my mind kept going at full speed. To-do list, problems, memories, worries. Now, thanks to this forced pause, I remembered something I keep forgetting. All that mental noise carries weight. It builds up, leaves a heaviness, and an invisible trace in the body, one we need to learn to listen to. It's not easy. The easy thing, even knowing all of this, is to lose track and fall into the same old trap, just like I did. That's why I'm saying it again, for you and for me, so we don't forget. Self-pressure is a powerful force. It pushes us to keep going, often driven by fear. We fall into this loop where we think that stopping and enjoying something just because, without achieving anything, is somehow a waste of time. In a world where productivity, achievement, and progress are constantly rewarded, stopping can make us feel like we're falling behind, that we should be doing more, that we should already have answers. But the truth is, when we truly rest, when we actually listen to our body and our soul and let the mind switch to sleep mode, We can open up to new ideas, to creativity, to solutions we just can't see when we're constantly chasing something we don't even know what it is. As Dr. Joe Dispenza says, our thoughts shape our reality. Our body reacts biologically to our environment and emotions. If we're constantly focused on the past, on problems, or trapped in negative memories, our body lives in a permanent state of stress, fear, and anxiety. And over time, that weakens us and makes us sick. Drama is so addictive, right? In my case, this hasn't been anything serious, just a few annoying days. But it was, once again, a clear sign that I was heading the wrong way and needed to shift my thoughts back to the present and in a more positive direction. So, how am I doing that now? Maybe I watch a comforting movie without doing anything else. I meditate with the intention of visualizing my future self living the life I want, until I feel the joy and love of that vision in my body. I let myself enjoy something just for the joy of it. On this journey, both physical and emotional, I'm learning so much. And one of the biggest lessons is this: true productivity and long-term well-being don't come from pushing non-stop. They come from knowing when to rest, when to recharge, and constantly recalibrating, in a healthy way that honors the body, the soul, and then, finally, the mind. We are much wiser than we think, don't you agree? What about you? What helps you reconnect with yourself when you feel lost in your own mind? I'd love to hear your story and learn from your experiences in the comments. Thank you for spending this moment with me. I'll see you next week, hopefully with more energy, creativity, and maybe a new adventure. Have a beautiful week. Goodbye.